Hello and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina. I'm the channel for this channel and let's start. Truth. Blessings, okay. Career. Oh wow, okay. And on the bottom of the deck is protection, very important. So I'm gonna pull some more cards, just see how it goes. Yeah, already getting something. Ooh, magic. There we go. Oh yeah. The overthinking card, right? So I'm getting that you are a bit worried about what other people might think of you. I'm getting this with the overthinking card and the truth, you know. It's this, I'm getting, even though this mirror is a bit higher, I'm getting it with this feeling in the solar plexus region, you know, whenever you know, sometimes we get this feeling that it stings there when you think about some things that you might have done and you feel a bit weird about it. That's this truth thing, right? And you are just worrying and, well, you never know, right? And it seems to me that you also with the layers, that you also didn't know that you were actually worrying about this more than you thought. You thought that you just didn't give a right? You thought that. You really thought that. And it could be that you are now in a new place or just recently have discovered this, that you actually do give a right? And yeah, and that's with this overthinking, you know, that's just in the head, head in the clouds, right? That's a bit nicer more often, right? But nonetheless, it's still just your own perception, your own what you do, right? But what I'm getting here is, if you look at that, oh yeah, it could also be that you are just worried that some people just use you as a tool, you know, or that you might just perceive that they don't see your value, right? Because if they just use you, they see you as an everyday object that is not really special, you know. But when you look at this infinity symbol on the pen, they do value you, you know. That's just perception. That's what I'm getting. And in fact, there is so much good energy in this that I'm almost shocked. Almost, because of the perception of you. You seem to be in such a dark cloud with this overthinking and so overwhelmed by every thought in your head that you don't perceive that something very nice is on your way and it's an offer with roots. And you would have never thought that, but you actually don't need to worry at all, because look at that. So there's this offer with roots, and the truth card also just points to the truth. And the truth is that you don't need to worry because other people perceive you as magical, because this is a major arcana deck card in my deck. And look at that, it's magical. And they think you are magical, right? And it's amazing, you know, people want to be surrounded by you because you are such a kind-hearted person. And who would you know, who would do something bad to you? It could be just maybe you feel that, you know, sometimes, you know, maybe you don't have so many close contacts, but sometimes it also means that some people don't want to be too close to you because they know that they would like you more than they would admit, you know. But what I'm seeing is there's a blessing on your way, also in a social environment, you know, because that's you. You are completely naked. Oh, what I'm also getting with this naked. Oh, now I'm also with this overthinking. You could also think about, you know, because sometimes you just talk so much, you tell people so much, and you are an open book, right? And this could also make you feel uncomfortable because most of the people are just closed off, you know, they don't talk much. It's with these layers, you know, that's what I'm got with these layers and the thoughts, you know. Or this could also be a speech bubble, you know, when you meet strangers and you just tell them everything about you, and after 15 minutes they basically know everything about you. Whereas, you know, and you overthink that. You think, oh my, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe it's just, you know, you shouldn't share so much personal information, especially career, you know, if you talk about, you know, with in a business environment or something like that, you know. That's just what I got with this career card. But in general, you know, with people that you maybe don't know for years, and you just tell them openly because you are naked, right? You're naked and you shine your light and you just tell them. And it's a very childlike approach to socializing, and you realize that. And other people, they just share the outer layer and they're uncomfortable in revealing who they are and what they do and what their interests are, and you know, stuff like that. And you're just openly telling everyone so much about you, so much more than others tell you, and you are worried about, you know, it's a speech. You are worried about people reacting to you being so open and vulnerable and naked, because, you know, the more layers you put out there from you, the more possibilities people have to use it in a bad way or use it against you, right? Because the more they know, the more things they can use. And you are worried, but I'm wondering, where does this come from? You know, because this approach is so important these days, you know, because if you approach humanity and conversations and everything like that, and you just tell them the truth about you, you know, you just let them see you, right? Naked the way you were born, right? You just tell them. You also do it from a perspective of quite innocent perspective, right? You just do it because you want to be your true self, right? You want to show them who you are without a layer of protection, right? It's just, and you're shining your light. It's just, for me, this looks not like a mirror when I talk about this. It looks like you're open, right? Like this is a portal into you, and you just give them access freely, right? You know, you just hand it over, this light, right? You just give it to them. And you're worried because if you look at this career card, you know, if you would be the tree, or other people, you know, if this would just be a person, you see this bubble around it, right? And you are wondering, is this too much? Is this inappropriate? Is this, how is it perceived? Because, hey, people don't tell you what they think about you, right? Openly. You might do that. You might openly say to them, hey, you're cool or something like that. But, you know, people are, in general, they all are a bit like this, right? It takes a long time and a lot of exercises. I get those trust exercises, you know. You have to prove yourself to them, to most of the people, until they let you in. But you are just open. You just show them, right? You just tell them and give them openly your light. And it could be that the why you feel so bad about it maybe is because it has been used against you in the past, right? And that makes you scared. But is it really a good approach to live in fear? Right? Because you just go about your day every day expecting that people are meeting you the way you meet them. And if they don't, will it then not just backfire on them? It might be that in the past you were also maybe a bit different, but now you are just shining light. You're just worried. But when I see, you know, when I look at all the messages, you know, the infinity symbol, the offer with roots. So there's a second card in my deck where there's a hand holding a flower bouquet without roots. And that's a more negative card. So this is the positive card in my deck. And the magic card is very important. And also that it says blessings. And that they all came on the table together, you know, that they all came out together. It just shows me that you don't need to worry about anything, because when you give up out your honest true self and just your light, you will be met the same way, and you don't need to be worried. And everyone who doesn't meet you the same way you do, with an open heart, right, and your open self and your vulnerable self, right? Everyone who just doesn't come from a loving perspective, it will backfire, because it's all, you know, it's all about intentions. And if you are openly just yourself, of course you will receive all the blessings in the world. Also career-wise, because people notice when you are, you know, just showing the outer layer. And, you know, when you just show them who you are, it also creates trust for them, right? Because you just are, and people might be, maybe that's why you are a bit worried or weirded out by some reactions, because they are so reserved sometimes, right? But it could just be that they are just not used to someone who's open and someone who's magical and just saying someone who's just saying everything, and just, you know, someone who is carrying the magic and every layer openly, right? You don't have secrets. Why should you, right? And other people do have, because they want to protect themselves, because they've been hurt. And that is the same issue that you have, but you just go openly there, and that might create for you a bit of fear, but nonetheless you just continue with it, right? That's what I'm getting. Okay, it's a lot what I already got with those cards. So I was drawn to this deck all the time. It was staring at me almost. So let's see if there's something. Starkeeper, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. Yeah. Again, look at the how the card is mirroring. this truth card with the portal, right? It's that. You're see-through. You have a hole there. And do you see that? That's a protection bubble, right? And also, remember the bottom of the deck? Protection. You are protected, right? Because your intentions are noble, right? You are not coming from you are just innocent, you know? And therefore you are protected. And there's nothing to be worried about. Because, yeah, you know, when you shine your light, when you let them look into you, it's fine. They can have a look and feel safe, maybe. That's all right. That's why you're there, right? Love that. So let's see what else we got. So what I noticed when I put this up, the next card is trust also. So yeah, don't you worry about that. Oh, and oh no, it's getting somewhere. The next card is talent also. Oh, so people might also perceive your talents if you have some. Maybe you are worried about also showing them because you're like, you know, yeah, every judgment on the table, right? But you are so totally protected, and you can just trust that people actually perceive you as talented and as a magical being, you know? You know, this figure is also looks like some, you know, some of those special statues. So I'm just getting this special and something unique. So it could be that you are maybe worried that, or maybe that's what's also keeping people from engaging with you sometimes, you know. I'm getting this, you know, when you, okay, it's a very, should I mention it? Should I? Okay, let's see. I see. Our parts lead home. I just got something, but I was like a bit hesitant to mention it. Okay, in our authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. It's the inside of you. I'm getting, you know, it's beautiful inside. Okay, so what I got is, you know, sometimes when you are shining so bright that people get a bit weirded out because you might be a potential love interest, but they are not interested. They don't want to because they are maybe occupied, you know what I mean? And then they get a bit intimidated by your presence because you are so bright that they just have to, you know, wave the flag of I'm actually occupied. I'm in a relationship, you know. And you're like, yeah, that was not on your mind, right? But people have to, you know, tell you that so they are protected because they don't want to fall for you, you know, because you are so amazing actually. But in your head, you are not, you know, in our authority. I'm getting those. The stones are, on one side, they are magical, but they can also, you know, did you ever run against a stone or something hard? Kind of hurts, right? Yeah, so I get this with the, you know, overthinking and everything. So that's that. Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Yeah. What I'm getting there is this openness, right? This open flying. Even though you are on Earth, right? But you're still, you know, this is not a protective position. If you would stand like this in front of someone, you know, it would be an invitation to get a hug, right? And you're just like that. And some people might be a bit weirded out by this just because they are not used to someone being this open, but there's nothing to worry about getting, you know, because there's all the magical, you know, you are as magical as the universe, right? By being magic. I just get magic because of this card. still probably the most special card in my deck. Why am I confusing the words? Maybe there's a message in you for you. Okay, empathic starseed, energetic sovereign. I cannot pronounce this word. Okay, absorbing what's not yours. Oh yeah, that's an issue. What you have when you are this open. You know, if you look at this, right, you can then also absorb some negative energies, and of course you need to be. I think that's what's causing your issue at the moment, that you are trying to figure out a way how to protect yourself from this without layering yourself, right? Without layering who you are, and this could actually be the main issue here, that you actually do observe some energies which are not yours. Because empaths, they do have a huge problem with this in a way, and it's a problem. It's just because if you absorb what's not yours, you have so much more to work through, right? If you could just be 100% in your bubble, right? Right? It's just this openness. And suddenly I'm getting, you know, that this bubble is just here, and you just need to let the energies of the others run through you, and not, you know, it's almost like this protection bubble is also around there, and you are see-through, right? So you just need to figure out a way how you can achieve that. And this could also, one way could be to mirror a bit, or, you know, to let them see, but also try to mirror people a bit more, maybe. But is it, I think we shouldn't engage too consciously sometimes. Sometimes it's appropriate, but sometimes it's also keeping away the authenticity. It's a learning. That's what this Earth School card wants to tell you. You know, that you of course have to learn a bit about that, but clearly you are protected, and there are blessings around you, and there's nothing to be too worried about. It's just that what I got with this card. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Yeah, you know, if you are the only one who is magical and the way you are a leader, right? And look at the beautiful landscape and how magical it is. You know, it goes from the universal magic to the earth. Love that. It's cool. So only good energies. I think this reading is just here to tell you that you don't need to worry. People perceive you much better than you can imagine. It's just that they don't tell you, right? That could be an issue, right? Oh, let's see if there's some more. Just drawn to this deck. See, they fit together so well, so maybe there's something. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Yeah, right. And retreat, rest, be held, deep replenishment, the bottom. This is an inner landscape, right? Yeah, maybe it's a bit exhausting for you also. Could be that, you know, I think this retreat means that you should also retreat from yourself, your overthinking, right? Because if you just trust and trust in being that you are supported, then it says, you know, trust your path, trust yourself, trust you. You're right. You're beautiful. People know that you're beautiful, and you don't need to worry about any of this. Yeah. Just to wrap it up, gonna pull your card, and it says everything's going to be okay. So every card in this deck has the same meaning. Maybe I should pull another card just to be sure. Yeah, everything's going to be okay. Should I pull another card just to be sure, right? Yeah, same meaning. Everything's going to be okay. So you got it, right? Okay. So now that we got it, let's see who this reading is for. It's like this card wants to come out. Pisces. Okay, well, yeah, I hope that this reading was helpful, and yeah, additional info is in the little box below, and see you next time. Bye bye.